Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most iconic warships of the Philippine Navy, the BRP Gregorio del Pilar, hull number PS-15. This mighty vessel, once a proud cutter in the United States Coast Guard, now serves as a guardian of the West Philippine Sea. Its story is not just about steel and machinery, but about legacy, transformation, and national pride. So stay tuned until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more real naval stories and defense documentaries. Before it carried the Philippine flag, this ship had another name, USCGC Hamilton, designation WHEC 715. Built in the mid-1960s, Hamilton was part of the famous Hamilton-class high-endurance cutters of the United States Coast Guard. These ships were designed during the Cold War for long-range patrols across vast oceans, performing search and rescue operations, maritime law enforcement, and national security missions. At 378 feet long and with a top speed of around 28 knots, Hamilton was an impressive piece of engineering. Her strong steel hull, twin diesel engines, and gas turbines gave her both endurance and power, enabling her to patrol for weeks across the open sea. For more than 40 years, she served the U.S., guarding coasts, saving lives, and enforcing maritime law. In 2011, after decades of service, the Hamilton was decommissioned. But instead of being scrapped, it was given a second life, this time with the Philippine Navy. Through the U.S. Excess Defense Articles Program, the ship was officially transferred to the Philippines and renamed BRP Gregorio del Pilar PS-15. The new name carried powerful symbolism. General Gregorio del Pilar was one of the youngest and bravest heroes of the Philippine Revolution and the Philippine-American War, a man who gave his life for independence. Naming a warship after him was a tribute to courage and patriotism. The prefix BRP stands for Barco ng Republica ng Pilipinas, meaning, Ship of the Republic of the Philippines, a proud mark of national service. Once she joined the fleet, the Gregorio del Pilar became the lead ship of what is now known as the Del Pilar-class offshore patrol vessels. Two other ships followed, BRP Ramon Alcaraz PS-16 and BRP Andres Bonifacio PS-17, all former Hamilton-class cutters refurbished and transferred from the United States. The Gregorio del Pilar carries a 76mm Otto Melara gun as its main weapon, capable of engaging both surface and air targets. It is also armed with 25mm and 12.7mm machine guns for close-range defense. Though not a fully equipped missile frigate, its long range, endurance, and reliability make it ideal for extended patrols across the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone, especially in the contested waters of the West Philippine Sea. Since its commissioning into the Philippine Navy, the Gregorio del Pilar has taken part in a wide range of missions. It has patrolled the nation's maritime borders, conducted rescue and humanitarian operations, and joined international naval exercises alongside allies such as the United States, Japan, and Australia. In 2012, the ship found itself at the center of global attention during the Scarborough Shoal standoff, a tense encounter between the Philippines and China. For weeks, the Gregorio del Pilar maintained presence in the disputed area, representing the Philippine government's determination to defend its maritime sovereignty. For many, it became a symbol of quiet strength, a single ship standing firm against uncertainty. Even powerful ships face setbacks. In August 2018, while on routine patrol near Hasa-Hasa Shoal in the West Philippine Sea, the Gregorio del Pilar accidentally ran aground. The crew acted quickly, and fortunately no one was injured. After several careful days of recovery, the vessel was refloated and towed back to Subic Bay for inspection and repairs. The grounding caused damage to the propeller and drive shaft, temporarily taking the ship out of active duty. But the Philippine Navy made sure it was restored, proving both the resilience of the ship and the professionalism of her crew. The incident served as a lesson in navigation and risk management for future operations. Since that event, the Philippine Navy has invested in upgrading the Gregorio del Pilar and her sister ships. The modernization program includes new sensors, radar, and navigation systems to improve situational awareness and safety. Plans also exist to integrate more advanced weapons, possibly including surface-to-air and anti-ship missiles, transforming these offshore patrol vessels into true multi-role combat platforms. These upgrades are part of a larger national effort, the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, aimed at turning the Navy into a credible, modern maritime defense force capable of meeting regional challenges. Beyond its technical role, the Gregorio del Pilar represents something greater. For the Filipino people, it stands as a symbol of national pride and sovereignty, a moving fortress carrying the flag across the country's waters. When people see its silhouette on the horizon, they are reminded that their armed forces are there, watching over the seas, ready to protect lives and resources. It also reflects international cooperation, an American-built ship reborn under Filipino command, bridging two nations through shared maritime interests. Behind every name is a story, and the Gregorio del Pilar's name is one of heroism. General Gregorio del Pilar was only 24 when he died heroically at the Battle of Tirad Pass in 1899, fighting for his country's freedom. He is remembered as the boy general, courageous, loyal, and determined. Today, more than a century later, a powerful ship carries his name through the same seas he once defended, continuing his legacy of bravery and service. At present, BRP Gregorio del Pilar PS-15 remains in active service with the Philippine Navy's offshore combat force. It continues to patrol the nation's maritime zones, safeguard fishermen, and participate in regional training exercises. The ship stands ready, not just as a vessel of steel, but as a living tribute to Filipino courage. Further upgrades and refits are expected in the coming years, including improved radar systems, advanced communications gear, and possibly modern missile systems, ensuring it stays operational and relevant in a changing security environment. From its early days as USCGC Hamilton sailing under the American flag to its new life as the BRP Gregorio del Pilar guarding the West Philippine Sea, this vessel has traveled across history, geography, and purpose. It embodies transformation, resilience, and cooperation, a ship reborn to protect a new homeland. As it continues to sail through calm and storm, it carries with it the spirit of the Filipino people, steadfast, brave, and proud. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of BRP Gregorio del Pilar, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think ships like the Gregorio del Pilar should be modernized further or replaced with new frigates? Let's talk about it in the discussion section. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.